Hey everybody, Matthew Morris, MM Wood Studio. We're here in the beach shop, which means it's time for another shop update. All right, that felt really good. That felt really good. It's been a while since I've done that. And I want to keep doing that on a regular basis going forward definitely for a while. I want to have conversations with you. I miss talking to you guys. A lot, actually. It's just been so busy at work. I just got so crazy busy. We grew, and I just didn't have the energy to get down in the shop as much as I used to. But I have been busy in the shop. I know I keep saying it. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen it. I finished the modern dresser. I built a set of dining chairs for this house and a dining table, so a dining set. As you can see right now, I've got a picture up on the screen, and it is showing two basic rectangles here in the shop. And I'm in the rectangle with most of the machinery. Just about everything but the table saw is going to go into this rectangle. Okay, so over here we have another angle into this version of the rectangle. There's a window over here. I'll show you that in just a second. But behind me is some machinery. Over here is a Grizzly jointer planer combo machine. I want to get a hammer. It's like 9 months wait time. The Grizzly was available. I pulled the trigger. It's got a helical cutter head, which I'm really stoked about, and I can't wait to try it out. I haven't been able to use any of this stuff yet. I did plug them in to turn them on to make sure they worked once all the electricity was done. Thank you to the electricians that did all that hard work. They took my drawings, we talked about everything, and they put the plugs and the circuits for those plugs right where I wanted them. So everything's got its own dedicated circuit. The jointer planer combo machine had its own circuit. The bandsaw, which is right over here off camera, has its own circuit. The dust collector over here, I bought the Dust Right 750 from Rockler. This is two rectangles, and this is on wheels. So I'm like, I love the wheels. Let's use the wheels. That's going to be awesome. So I got that because of the wheels, and it's got a 1 micron filter up on top of it right here. Up here on the top, you'll see there's a mini split. So we've got a mini split system. Heating and cooling this shop, which I'm really stoked about. Rigid sanding station. Built some rolling shop cabinets. I'm starting at least. The doors and the drawers will have to wait for later when I get the table saw in and I'll make all those cuts. These I did in rough on the MFT from Best Tool, which worked out pretty well for making these cabinets. This is Laguna 14BX. As you know, in Georgia, I have the Laguna 14 SUV. I've had that for my California days. It's a fantastic bandsaw. And since it's done so well, I felt like I'll give Laguna, I wouldn't say another chance, but I'll go out and buy another Laguna because the first one's been amazing. I opted for the 2-horse 220. It's got its own dedicated 220 circuit back here too. Over here, well, first of all, there's a window, which is just awesome. These windows have only been in for about 2 weeks. They are 3 months late from when they were supposed to be here. There'll probably be I'll do some low storage here, a rolling cabinet or something right here, because everything's going to need to be on wheels in the shop. And that's the big thing, this section right here. And if you look at the drawing, I've made sure that I can just move material or machines into the center. The drill press, which I want to put here, has its own dedicated circuit. All right, so I'm in the passageway between the two rectangles, and it's like 6 feet or something between these two spots. So I should be able to easily move a cart through with material to get over to the machines over here, especially the jointer planer to do milling. Now, as we face this part of the rectangle, which is closest towards the back door, we have a set of double windows here. This is where I want to put the bench. I want to put the bench right here. So when I look out, I have this great double window in front of me for some amazing light. On the wall behind me, I'm not sure yet. It may end up being clamps, but I'm really thinking I want to put the clamps on the wall next to the jointer planer. But behind me is, and you probably noticed already, everything is T111. So I had to build brand new walls, tie them into the slab, tie them into the ceiling joists here, or whatever these, you may want the floor joists if you're standing on top of them, but the joists above us, and then tie them into the blocking as well. So they are structurally tied in. There's a vent that's insulated, that's to allow water to come through. Now behind me, right here, is where the wood rack is going to go. And then below it, it's going to be some cabinets, probably or miter station or something like that, like you can see in the drawing right here. Now behind me is a single door. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but the double door that we wanted was not in stock, and we had no idea when it was going to get here. So we framed out for the double door, and they framed out for a single door as well, cladded it, put the single door in. Well, the windows took so long, the double doors got here, and the double door will replace this single door. It'll swing open. The saw stop table saw will be over here with its own 220 circuit. And the table saw is an industrial one, just like I have in Georgia, that I ended up upgrading to and I love. I'll be able to easily, with that base, move it over. If I need to run sheet goods right here, it's not going to be a problem once the double door is getting put in. All we need to do is, the construction guys need to finish one last thing, which is to finish the trim on the outside, caulk it all, paint it, put the hogboard on the outside, and we're done. T111 is going to be great because I can screw things in anywhere and hang it. Cabinets, things to hold tools, whatever it may be, which I'm really jazzed about. I want to paint the T111 white, really brighten this place up. It's pretty good lighting in here. I don't have any lights for the camera right now, like I normally would, but these shop lights up here are doing really great. So I think that's pretty much it. That's a good introduction to the beach shop. I can't wait to keep sharing with this to you, giving you guys updates on the beach shop, and then eventually starting to build projects in here. During COVID, I got back in the shop. It was a great release. It felt good to build things, and I just really fell back in love with building furniture. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't remember my ending other than have a great week in the shop. So just like, share, and subscribe. Comment, leave questions if you have them below. I'd love to answer those. I do miss talking to all of you guys and gals out there, so feel free to leave a comment, say hi. If you just want to say hi, if you have a question, put that in the comments. Otherwise, have a great week in your shop, and I'll see all of you in the next shop update.